Hey gang, it's Bryan from FX Billiards. Today we're going to talk about your stop shot. When is the last time you practiced your stop shot? Here's the bottom line. The stop shot is considered by many to be the most important shot in pool. I don't necessarily agree, but I know where they're getting it from. I think a shot at the 45-degree angle is actually the most important shot in pool because it gets you so many places on the table. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But let's talk about why the stop shot is so important. The stop shot is important because if I shoot a stop shot, if I shoot this 14 in with a stop shot, I know exactly where the cue ball is going to be. No doubt in my mind. If I shoot a perfect stop shot, I know exactly where it's going to be. That's one of the things that makes the shot very important. But there's another thing that's never talked about. And of course, that's what we do on this channel, is talk about things that no one else wants to talk about. Let's just say one of the things that people misrepresent is the importance of your tangent line. They tell you, okay, if you go like this with your cue, you can find the tangent line, and that's where your cue ball is going to go. Well, that's just fine and dandy if you shoot an absolutely perfect stun shot, which is just like the stop shot with an angle, right? If you shoot exactly that exact same backspin, that exact same energy, then it will follow the tangent line. Guess what? Number one, most people don't, okay? Unless they're an elite player and they've practiced thousands and thousands of these shots, most people don't shoot it with the exact same energy. Also, you usually don't need to. It is not a common thing to have to follow the tangent line. I know you guys want to know where the ball's going, but if you do some kind of gimmick to find out where the tangent line is, you're probably at a level where you don't shoot perfect stun shots. So the guy that's doing this does not have the ability to do that, which means that it's no good. And that's basically what you're asking when you say, this is the tangent line and this is where your ball is going to go. So why is this important? Because the perfect stop shot gives you the perfect tangent line as well. And that's why you need the stop shot, other than the fact that you will always know where your ball is going to be. Now, when the stop shot is 16 inches away, most people have no problem with it. You can hit it wrong. A lot of you are hitting these incorrectly and still stop the ball. And that's fine until you get here. That's what makes it incorrect, is I'm hitting it in the exact same spot from here as I do from there, which is very low on the cue ball. So it doesn't make your way incorrect. Maybe a harsh word. It makes it not so useful once you get out of that zone where you can slide the ball. Slide this ball 8 feet down table and make it freeze against that ball without any spin, and you are what they call a wizard. Actually, the wizard guys are watching a different channel. But you're not a wizard. So how do you make this stop shot and the shorter stop shot the same shot? First off, you hit the ball below center. You have to, this is what I do, you don't have to do it, you have to be able to visualize the point where the cue ball is going to stop spinning backwards because it's not sliding. It does not slide at this distance. The point where it stops spinning backwards and makes contact with that ball, you're going to practice it straight on, so the ball is coming towards the 15 with backspin that wears off just as that ball arrives. I actually visualize it just before I shoot it. Cue ball coming backwards about 2.5, maybe 3 times, depending on the distance, and stopping right there. Now, you're not going to be able to get down on the table, shoot a 7-foot stop shot, freeze it right there because Bryan told you to visualize it spinning backwards a couple of times. But what you can do is you can redevelop your stop shot. And the way you do it, some of you already know the answer. You shoot it from there, and then here, and then here, and then here. And guess what? You're going to hit each and every one of them in the same spot. For me, it is the same spot where I shoot a draw shot. I shoot the stop shot in the same spot on the ball. It is very low, lower than a lot of you are going to feel comfortable, nor should you hit the ball that low unless you've been around for a while. But it's going to be very low. It's going to be in the same spot, and the only thing that's going to change is the amount of energy and follow through that I put on the shot. By changing the amount of energy on the shot, hitting it in the exact same place where I would shoot it if it was a draw shot, it will become either a stop shot, a draw shot, or a drag shot. For those of you who don't know what a drag shot is, now I want to play the 14. Let's say I want to get on the 2. Actually, a stop shot would do it, but let's say I want to get greedy and get a little bit closer. I can actually hit the ball below center, but not enough to make it stop, so that it starts out backwards and then rolls forward a little bit. All right, it is a relatively advanced shot, but it's worthwhile, especially if you needed to get past the ball that was just at your stop spot, your stop shot spot, okay? But developing the exact amount of speed that you need in order to draw the ball, stop it, have it drag, whatever you're trying to do, comes from reps. And it doesn't take as many reps as you think. A lot of times when I tell you guys you have to shoot it from here and then here and then here and then here, I know what happens in your head. You're like, I don't want to have to shoot hundreds of those to know this shot. Well, luckily, this is one of the most basic shots in pool, so you don't have to spend an entire weekend practicing these shots in order to develop the long stop shot. You can develop it in an afternoon just simply by bringing the ball back and getting a feel for it. There are times when you're going to be on tables that are so substantially different than what you're accustomed to practicing on that the shot will be a little bit different. But I have gone from beautiful Predator cloth to the cheapest, worst cloth ever on a bar box and shot my exact same shot and had the exact same outcome. So the cloth does not make a lot of difference, but theoretically, it will make some difference. As you get better, what will happen is you will make that part of your intuitive thinking while you're trying to shoot the shot properly. So check out this video, work on your stop shots, but make sure you check out this video and hit me in the comments, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, you need to subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it's good for the channel. Talk to you soon.